Yes, students, lovely students. Online students, very good afternoon. My dear online students, good afternoon. Online students, please reply. Come out of your holiday mode, holiday zone. Very good afternoon. Enjoyed, 4 days, ma'am was not there, no CSS, no HTML, no nothing. Enjoyed, no? Even one more offer you have in that, you have forgotten everything. Bumper of Puna. Huh? ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಮಗನೇ ನೀನಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿದೆ ಕಣೋ. Yes, online students, very good afternoon everyone. Did you people forget CSS, HTML, everything evaporated? Ma'am, that went with movie. For him went with dengue. Yes, online students. Vijay is not there. Vijay, are you there in the class? No, okay. Okay, shall we start with class? Yes or no? Start, Pakka, prepared. I'll ask questions. Huh? Which color today? Which color today? Okay, let me go like this. What's your favorite color? Pink. Okay, what topic did I do last time? Types of CSS. Forget about CSS. Let me go to HTML. Oh my dog. Okay. HTML questions ಕೇಳಕ್ತಾನೆ ಏನಿದೆ? Questions ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, shall we start with the next topic? Yes or no? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕಿರ್ಚ್ರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಏಯ್ ಕಿರ್ಚು ನಿಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. Guys, everyone shout once, no? Anything, whatever you want. Online students, even you can join. You can unmute yourself and you can shout. Online students, am I audible? Ayyo, reply madam. Okay, done. Good. Okay, last class we saw about CSS. Yes or no? Where is my favorite student, Jashwant? Not yet come. Ma'am, navella favorite alva? Favorite hai, onsopa tarle jasti. Okay. So, last class in CSS, we learned what are the different types of CSS. Pinky, you have one question. What are the different types of CSS? What is inline? What is internal? What is external? Huh? What is inline CSS? A. What is inline CSS? External CSS? Internal CSS? Question shift. What is inline CSS? What is inline CSS? Inline CSS. Online students, what do you mean by inline CSS? Online students. Yes, what is inline CSS? Sir, what is inline CSS? Neene. Yeah, what is inline CSS? Kal kodri ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. What is inline CSS? Try. ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಣೋ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಳಗಿಂದ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ. Online students, what do you mean by inline CSS? Giving style in a tag itself. Guys, inline CSS, at least tell me how do you represent? How do you represent? So if I want to add some background color to some paragraph tag, what will I do? I will write paragraph and I will use the attribute called as style. And then inside this, if I want to change the color, I'll give the color. This is called as attribute. Sorry, this is called as property name. Yes or no? And if you give some value to this, that will become your property value. If I pass the color as red, then what will happen? So this is called as, this is called as inline CSS. Internal CSS. Internal CSS, you will be writing it inside the style tag. You will be writing it inside the style tag. Consider that for this paragraph, I want to change the background color. So what you will do? You will take the element, you will open the curly braces, and inside this, you people will be mentioning something called the property called as background color, and then you will give some value to this. Yes, that is the difference between inline and internal CSS. Inline CSS is nothing but which is written in one single line, that is called as inline CSS. In internal CSS, you will be directly selecting the element and you will be passing some properties inside that element. Yes or no? Yes. Now, what is external CSS? This outside bardidina. What is external CSS? Online students. Yes, you online students are correct. Yeah, what is external CSS? Separate, Anna separate, Samba separate. So, external CSS, how you people used to write? You were writing the code in the HTML form. Yes or no? And then you used to save this file in .html. Where you write the code, that one you used to save in .html. Then for an external CSS, I used to create one more folder called as with any name, and I used to mention the extension as .css. So this file will be acting like your external CSS file. That's all. That's all. You will write the HTML code and you will write the CSS. That's all. You have to establish a relationship between your HTML code and the CSS type. Yes or no? So for that reason, you will be using the tag called as link tag. Yes or no? Clear till here? Shall I move to the next topic? Shall I move to the next topic? The next topic, guys, till now you people saw these many days, whatever you people have done. Okay. You people have seen just how to display the output in black and white format. Yes or no? That is nothing but your HTML. Yes. And you have also seen how to give colors, how to give background color, how to write the code for inline CSS, how to write the code for internal CSS and then external CSS. Yes or no? Now, for an example, explain once again. Okay, Darshan. What was I explaining? External CSS. See, Darshan, for external CSS, I just said nothing but, what did I say here? Yeah, for an external CSS, first you will be writing the HTML code. Yes or no? And for that HTML code, you will be saving it in the format of, you will be giving the file name and then you will be saving it in HTML extension. So if you want external CSS, I would add or I would create one more file with the file name, and then I used to save it with .css extension. Yes or no? I used to save it with .css extension. Now, when I just run this, my computer or my code will not get to know that which is the HTML code will run. But my CSS, whatever you people have written in an external sheet, that will not get run. Why it will not run? Because there is no relationship between this. There is no link between this. So if you want to establish a relationship between your HTML code and the CSS style sheet, whichever you have written, then you will be using a tag called as link tag. Yes or no? Yes or no? Darshan, understood? Darshan. Darshan, reply soon. Yes. Okay. Okay. See, till now, whatever you people saw, it used to get displayed in black and white. Yes. And then you used to give some background color to that color to it. Yes. Other than that also, for an example, let me consider the HTML code structure. Okay. So how will you write the HTML code structure? I will be writing it as doc type HTML, and then I will be writing the HTML tag, and then inside this I will be writing the head tag. Inside this I will be writing one title tag, and let me mention this title tag as something XYZ. Okay, and then I will close this title tag. Okay, so now after this, let me consider your body tag. Let me consider the body tag. Now let me close this head tag. Now let me consider one body tag. Okay, let me consider one body tag. And inside this body tag, let me consider one more tag. Inside this body tag, let me consider one more tag, that is your paragraph tag. That is your paragraph tag. And inside this paragraph tag, let me pass some content to it. Inside this paragraph tag, let me pass some content to it. What content shall I pass? I will pass something like this. Okay. And then I will close this paragraph. Clear till here? So then after that, what I have to do? Which tag I should close now? So now I have to close the body tag and then the HTML tag. Yes or no? Yes or no? So now how will I get my output? How will I get the output? Output hengo barutte. You will get something called as, if this is the page, this is my web page. Yes or no? The output will be like this only. You will be having two bars. One is your task bar and one is your search bar. Yes or no? And then your output will be displayed in this manner. I have not given any color to that. So this will be displayed like this. Yes or no? Yes or no? So now my requirement is, so now my requirement is, I have the output here as Thailand. Okay. I have the output here as Thailand. Okay. Now, for this content, you give color, you give background color. Okay. But guys, whenever you display any output or you get any output, is it getting displayed in the top left corner of the web page? Yes or no? Now, I want to move this text to the center. I want to move this text to the center. What property you will be using? So you will be using one property called as text align. So in this text align, you can give 4 values. In this text align, you can give 4 values. One is nothing but center. Ivaga ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. ಹೇಳು. ಹೇಳ್ಮಾ. You were correct. Tell. Either you can display it in center. Correct? Either you can display it in center or at the right or at the left. Oh, down. Okay. You have another one more. I'll check what it is. Okay. So if I want any output to be displayed in the center, I will be using something called as text align and center. Now, I want to make, so you tell me, where should I give this text? Where should I give this text align? No style, no nothing. Okay, if you use the style tag, what will happen? If you use the style tag, See, you can give it here also. You can give it here also. How can you give it? By using inline CSS, you can give it here also. Yes or no? How you will give? How you will give? Yes, please tell me. You will give it as P and I will give style. Style attribute you will be using for giving color and background color. Yes or no? Now, I want to align the text. So I will be using text align and then I will be passing the value as center. And then close this and also close the. Now, I have to pass some content inside that. Yes or no? What is my content? The content is Thailand and let me close this paragraph. Yes or no? Clear till here? Now you people tell me, okay ma'am, you align the text to center. Okay, fine. You align the text to center. I want to change the color also. I want to change the background color also. You can add in this only. You can add in this only. How you can add in this? Nothing. You are given text align center. Next one, you want to change the background color. So you will give background color and you will give it as blue. Okay. Same thing, the content you give or don't give the content. That's all. Okay. Done. Clear? Ma'am, I don't want like this, ma'am. This is HTML which you are writing. This is HTML which you are writing. You are teaching CSS. You are teaching CSS. I want it in the format of CSS. Then how to write? Then how to write? So then how will you write, guys? So now, again, let me take the body tag. Let me take the body tag and inside this body tag, I mentioned the paragraph. Yes or no? And I took the content as and let me close this paragraph. Yes or no? So now, ma'am, by using CSS, how to write it? So then, what I will do, this is my paragraph tag. So I have only one paragraph tag. Yes or no? So for this paragraph tag, now my requirement is, I want to change the color. I want to change the background color. I want to give, then I want to move the text to the center. And I want to give border to this. I want to give border to this. How to give border? In tables, what you people did? If you wanted to get the border, you went in directly to the body tag and there you mentioned what? Border. That's all. That's all. But in CSS, it's not like this. In CSS, it's not like this. Okay. So now what I will do here? So now inside this title tag, sorry, after title tag, let me consider the style tag. So for this paragraph tag, I want to add all the properties. Yes or no? So now inside the style tag, which tag I have to consider now? Text align. Element consider text align. So now inside the style tag, I will be using for the paragraph tag only. I want to perform all these requirements. Yes or no? So let me open this. Okay. Next, what will I do? First one, what I said, I want to give the color to it. Yes or no? So let me take color. You here, guys, I will write the styles here. You just tell me what is the difference between the HTML code which you used to write and the CSS code which I am writing now. Clear? Done. Online students, are you people getting? My dear online students, please do reply fast. Everyone. Okay. So now I want to change the color. I will give the property name and some value to this. I will give the property name and some value to this. Yes. Now I want to change the background. I want to change the background color and I will give it as which color? ಹುಡುಗಿರಿಗೆ ಪಿಂಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದು ಬರಲ್ಲ ಬೈಗೆ I change the color. I change the background color. I want to make the text to the center. So what I will do, I will just write text align and I will take it as center. Correcta? Correcta? Now I said I want to give border to it. Yes or no? So if you want to you want to align the text in the center, you will be using the property called as texture. Okay. To give border, you will not go here and write it as border. No. No, inside the style tag, you will not write anything. Okay. Inside the opening of the style tag, you will not write anything. But what to do now? What to do now? I want to add some border to it. So now I will be using the property called as ma'am border acting. I have given the property as border. The syntax for adding the border is nothing but inside this border, alone inside this border, you have to pass three values. You have to pass three values. Ma'am, what are those three values? So the first value inside the border property, you will get something called as the width of the border. The width of the border. Next one, you have something called as the style of the border. The style of the border. And next one, you have something called as the color of the border. So, what is the syntax of border? You have to pass how many values? You have to pass 1, 2, 3 values. You have to pass 3 values. The first one is for the width of the border. The second one is for the style of the border. The third one is the color of the border. Width, always you have to display or mention it in the form of pixels. PX ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒದ್ದೋಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. It's not PX, it is pixels. Morning, actually for tomorrow for them CSS will get over, okay? I'm asking them how much will I give. They say, ma'am, 100 PX, ma'am, 100 PX, ma'am. What is this PX? Please tell it as pixels. Behave in a professional manner. Okay, done? Okay. Now, okay, ma'am, width you said you have to tell it in the form of, or you have to give it in the form of pixels. Yes or no? Style. Ma'am, style tag alla barita iradu. You are writing inside the style tag and you are saying that for the border you have to give style. What style you can give? If you people have ever used this word and when you were trying to give some borders to it, have you observed you will get one separate box here? Yes or no? Some borders will be thick, it will be dotted like this. Yes or no? Have you observed it? Have you observed or not, Vivek? Vivek? Okay, so in CSS, for the border style, you have 3 types. Inside the CSS, for the border style, you have 3 types. What are those 3 types? The first one is called as solid. The first one is called as solid. Solid means how it will be represented in a line format. Okay. Next one, you have something called as dotted. Next one, you have something called as dotted. It will be like this. Okay. Next one, next style, you have something called as dashed. Next one, you have something called as dashed. It will be like this. Here. Colors, any color you want, you give. Done. So now, let me come here and now I will give some width to this. The first one is saying you have to pass the value to it. Yes or no? Width means numbers. Yes. So, I will say around 5 pixels. I will say around 5 pixels. Now, I want it in style. Next one, next value I have to pass for style. So, let me give it as solid. And let me give some color as. And let me give some color as. ಯಾವ color ಕೊಡ್ಲೋ? Plum ಅಂತ color ಇದೆ. It's not only of fruit. Okay. Clear till here? Clear till here? Online students, clear till here? My dear online students, please do reply soon. Okay, shall we see this practically? Yes or no? Reply madro. Leave control. Shall I clear this? Why? I will type it in the program irutte alva. Done? Yes or no? Guys, done or not? Makla. Aitendro. Okay. Turn off. Shall I clear this? Yes? Any confusion you have? Guys, any confusion? My dear students, any confusion? Amma, laughing. I'm asking you people. Any confusion? Pakka? Yes or no? ಅದು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೂ ಅವ್ರ ಕಷ್ಟ. Clear? Board is clear? One second. Yeah. Now, if you see here, the same HTML structure I've taken. Yes or no? Okay, let me write it from first for you people. What is the syntax? What is the syntax? See, what is the shortcut? Shift 1. Okay. So now, let me remove this. And now, here, let me take it as align. Okay. Let me take it as align. Okay. Now, inside this body tag, as I said you people in the example, let me consider one paragraph tag, and inside this paragraph tag, let me mention Thailand. Okay. I'll save this. Go here. So now how am I getting the output? So guys, if you people observe here, I am getting the output. I'm not saying I'm not getting my output, but the output is getting displayed in the very top left corner. Yes or no? Now, previously, when I gave some HTML task, you people asked me, I want to give the background color also. I want to give the color also. It was there. But in this program or when you're using CSS, you can give n number of properties to one particular element. You can give n number of properties to one particular element. Okay. So now let me use the style tag. Yes or no? Let me use the style tag. So now, for which one am I supposed to pass the properties? So this for this paragraph tag. Yes or no? So now let me take P and let me take this. Okay. Done. Done. So now I have to give the color to this. Which color shall I give? Red. Okay. Next one, I have to give the background color. Okay. Background color, let me give it as aqua. Okay. Now let me save this. Go back here. Refresh. What is happening? I am getting the output. Can you see it is getting displayed in red color? And the background color is also changed. Yes. Now, what I said, ma'am, this line is so big, ma'am. This line is too big. I want to shorten that. I want to shorten that. Okay. So now I'll do nothing but I'll go back to the program and I will use something called as width. Sorry. Okay. So now I will use one property called as width property and I will give it around 20 pixels. Okay. I'll save this. Just dodadagoytu. Yes. Can you observe there? You had a very big line like a train. But now, if you want to reduce the size of that background color also, then in the same element, you will be just writing the property called as width and mention some pixels inside there. Guys, don't do. I'll give you the time. I'll give you enough time so that you people can do it. Okay. Done till here? Online students, done till here? My dear online students, done till here. Please reply in the chat box. Yes. So I have given the width also. Next, what is the requirement? I want to make the text to display it in the center. Yes or no? So I will be using the property called as text align. Guys, if you see here, you have one thing called as center. You have left, right, start, yes or no, and end. Okay. Others and all are there. While further moving into CSS, you will get to know. Now you have left, right, center, start and end. That's all. Now I want it in the center. So I will be using this. Let me save this. Go back. Refresh. Now, ma'am, you said it will come in center. I want it in this center. Why it is not coming in that center? Because have you given the width to this? Yes or no? But still, if you observe, it was displaying from here. Now, where is it? In the center. Yes. Ma'am, okay. Text align also you have done. I want to give border to this box. I want to give border to this box. So now what I will do? I will go back to program and then here I will use the property called as border. I will use the property called as border. First one, I have to give the width to it. Yes or no? So let me give it around 5 pixels and let me give something called as solid and let me give the color as some color. Okay. I'll save this. Go back. Refresh. Can you see I've added border to that? Yes or no? Color match agtidella. So now, ma'am, I want to see the different other two types of styles. See, the solid, have you seen? It is just one straight line, that's all. Ma'am, I want it in dotted format, ma'am. Okay, change it in dotted format. Go here. And where is it? Yeah, instead of solid, mention it as dotted. Okay, I'll save this. Go back. Refresh. Is it in dotted format? Is it in dotted format? Ma'am, dotted chanagilla, ma'am. Let me go to dashed. Let me go to dashed. So I'll again go here and I will change this to dashed. Save this. Go back. Refresh. Clear? Clear? Yes? Done with this? Yes? Clear? Others? Sir? Yes andre hinganತಾರೆ ಹಿಂಗನ್ನಲ್ಲ ನೀನ್ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋನು. Okay, done? Yes or no? Now let us see another type of tag called as div tag and span tag. Next topic is div tag and span tag. Next property, you have something called as div tag and span tag. Ma'am, what is div tag? What is span tag? Div I know. What is the full form of div? Division. Span ge? Spanner alla. Okay. So now, guys, see here. Guys, see here. Let me first talk about your span tag. Let me first talk about the span tag. Okay. Clear? Clear? So now, what I want to do here is, now, first of all, let me write one line. Let me write one line. Okay, what line will I write? Okay, what is the sentence? It is saying, I love plum color. I love plum color. Okay, so now my requirement is, you have one paragraph tag. Okay, so now my requirement is, I just want to change the color of this one. I just want to change the color of this one to that color only. To which color? To plum color only. Okay, bere color you people will get confused. Okay, let me write this only. And now consider, I say that I love plum color. Okay, but now my requirement is, I want to change only this plum word. I want to change only this plum word to which color? Violet. Okay, I want to change. Hey, violet is also good. Okay, so now violet and another vibrations aita illa tane. Okay, so now I am saying that my requirement is, I have taken one paragraph tag or I have taken one sentence. Okay, I am saying that I just want to change the color of this word plum. I just want to change the color of that word plum. Now what you people will do? Ma'am, changing color, take paragraph style is equals to color. And what will happen? How will you get the output? The complete color will be changed to violet. Yes or no? I don't want to change the complete color. Till now, whatever you people saw is what? To change the complete color of whatever line or whatever output you give. Yes or no? But now, I'm saying that I want only a part of sentence to be changed to some other color. I want to just change a part of sentence. If this is a sentence, I'm choosing one part and I want to change the color to violet. What do you do? What you will do? Ma'am, span tag anta bardidira. Obviously, you will use span tag, ma'am. Yes. See, whenever you want to change a part of any paragraph or any tag, whichever you take, whenever you want to change a part of a content, whenever you want to change a part of a content, then only you will be using this span tag. Ma'am, then how to write it, ma'am? How to write it? So now, let me consider your HTML structure. That is nothing but doc type HTML. Then let me consider your HTML tag. then the head tag, and after the head tag, you have your title tag, and inside this title tag, let me mention it as span tag. Let me mention it as span tag, and let me close this title. Yes? Yes or no? Now, I will not use any style tagging. I will not use any style tag here. Why I will not use any style tag here? Because span is one tag. I cannot use style tag. Here, I can add properties inside the style tag. Till now, whatever I have written, have I added any tag inside the style tag? No. I can just give properties inside the style tag. I cannot pass any tag inside the style tag. Here, done. So now, let me close this head tag. And now, let me consider the body tag. Let me consider the body tag. And inside this body tag, as I said, I will take the paragraphs here and I will say, I love Hildro. Okay. So then, after this, let me close this paragraph tag. Okay. And let me close the body tag. And let me also close the HTML tag. Clear? Clear? Now I am saying, I want to change a part of the content to some other color. Then I said you will be using span. Then how to use the span tag now? How to use the span tag now? Now, come here. Okay. So now, guys, if you go back to your HTML, the second class, I did something called as formatting tags. Do you remember? Yes or no? There, if I wanted any one content to be changed, if I wanted some part of a content to be changed to bold, what you people used to do? You used to select only that content and then use the path. No. Here also the same thing. Here also the same thing I will do, but I will not use bold tag. But instead, first of all, which is the tag here? Paragraph tag. So I will take P. Okay. I will take paragraph tag. I will close this. Okay. What is the content there? What is the content? So now I will write I love. Okay. I love you anta helalla. I love. Okay. Now I said if I want to change a part of a content, I will be using span tag. Yes or no? So now I will write something called as span. I will use the span tag and I will mention the content whichever I want to change there. I will mention the content whichever I want to change that, and I will take it as plum. And then should I close the span tag? And let me close this span tag. And you have another one left out, content, that is nothing but color. And let me close this. What tag? Let me close this paragraph tag. Now, will I get the output? Will I get the output? Yes or no? Why I will not get the output? I have used span tag, no? I have used span tag. Ma'am, you have used span tag, but you have not said what property am I supposed to use there. Yes or no? You have not said what property I have to use there. So, inside this span tag only, if I have to change the color, what you will do? If I have to change the color, what attribute you will be using? Color. Hey, you will be Ethaned. I will be using something called as style is equals to, I will give some color, and what color I want? White. I want some color called as violet. And then just close the span tag. Just close the span tag. And here, now you write the content. What is the content here? Yes or no? Yes or no? So now will I get the output? Yes. Let us see. Let us see. Okay, span tag you got to know. Span tag you got to know. Span tag. When you will be using span tag, if I want to change or any part of the content by adding some properties, then I will be using span tag. Next one, you have something called as div tag. Next one, you have something called as div tag. Span and div tag. Guys, this div tag is very, very, very important. Okay. Yes. Online students, did you people sleep or are you people alive? Online students, did you people sleep? Are you alive? Please let me know that you are alive. My dear online students, alive. Okay, Teju. Okay, so now I want to use something called as div tag. Okay, so now inside this body tag, let me consider one element that is your. Let me consider one tag that is called as H3. What is H3? H3 is nothing but your heading tag. Yes or no? So now for this heading, let me give something called as heading only. Okay, done. And let me close this H3 tag. And after this, let me consider one paragraph tag. Let me consider one paragraph tag. Okay. Let me consider one paragraph tag. And for this one, I will say paragraph. I will say paragraph 1. And for this, I will say heading 1. Okay. And let me close this paragraph tag. Again, let me consider another one paragraph tag. And again, let me consider another one paragraph tag. And let me take this as paragraph 2. Okay. Let me take this as paragraph 2. Okay. Next one. Again, I will consider another one H3 tag. Again, I will consider, okay, not H3, I will consider H2 tag. And I will take this as heading 2. And let me close this H2 tag. Okay. And next one, again, let me consider one more paragraph tag. And here, I will take it as paragraph 1. And now, let me close this paragraph tag. Again, let me consider another one paragraph tag and let me close this paragraph tag. And here, I will take this as paragraph 2. Okay. This is heading 2. Inside that, you have paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Ma'am, you said you want to use div tag. Now tell me, before going to div tag, how will I get my output? How the output will be displayed. So can I say it will be like this? So see, this is my output. How the output will be there? The output will be like this. Heading 1. Paragraph 1. And paragraph 2. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Please reply, yaar. And next one, this will be a bit smaller than that. No, na. Okay. Yes or no? And then what will happen? I will get my another 2 paragraphs. That is paragraph 1. And I will get another one, that one as paragraph. Yes. Yes or no? Ma'am, then what is the difference between this one and what is the difference between span tag and div tag? Span tag, you people were using for to changing some particular part of content. Yes or no? Now, your div tag. Now, here I will mention here something called as div tag, and here I will close the div tag. Again here I will open one div tag, and again here I will close one div tag. Ma'am, what is the difference then? what is the difference is when you people use this div tag, guys, if you people have observed this Wikipedia and all, you people have differentiation from one paragraph to another paragraph, and you also have some space there. I don't give the space there, but how the space will be there? By itself, I will be using div tag. When you use the div tag, this complete thing. So if you people observe here, I have given opening of the div tag and closing of the div tag for here. So this will be considered as one group. This will be considered as one group. And for the second one also, this will be considered as a second. Clear? How the output will be displayed, let us see. Okay? Clear? Yes or no? You want to write this? Yeah, please write this. Online students. Okay, you all are alive. I got to know. Now, are you people concentrating? Yes. Guys, at the last, please close the body tag and HTML tag. Don't leave like that only. Clear? Reply madro. I'll clear. Huh? This side. This side. Are you clear? Huh? Yeah, output I will show Abhishek. Done? So now I have taken the file name as div.html. And now let me clear all these. And here the title, let me take it as div and span tag. Okay, the title, let me take it as div and span. Okay, so now inside this body, I will consider one paragraph and I will say what yeah, I love, yes or no? What do you love? What do you love? Thailand, correct. I love plum color. Yes or no? Yes or no? So now what I will do here? So I want to change only this plum, yes or no, to violet color. So now here I will be using a tag called as span tag. Yes or no, my dear students? So now if I just leave it like that, will I get the output? If I just leave it like that, will I get the output? See what is happening? What's happening? I'm just getting that sentence. Yes or no? I'm just getting that sentence. So now I just want to change that plum color. Yes or no? Yes. So now inside the span tag, let me pass the attribute called as style and let me take color and let me give it as violet. Yes, I'll save, go back. What happened now? So I said that I want to change a part of color. Yes or no? If I just use paragraph and I give the style property inside that, the entire sentence color will be changed. But I want only the part of the color. The part of a color is getting changed by using span tag. Yes or no? Yes or no? So now let us see another one tag that is your. Let me see another one tag that is your online students. Are you people following? Online students. Okay. So now inside this body tag, let me consider the first tag that is your H2 tag and let me take it as heading 2. Okay. And let me take one paragraph tag and for this paragraph, let me mention it as paragraph 1. And let me take another one paragraph here and let me take it as paragraph 2. Okay. So now I'll just copy this. Let me take another one. Control V. Okay. So guys, what is the difference here? What is the difference here? I'll save this. Okay. I'll save this. Now I have not used any div tag in this. Have I used any div tag in this program? I have not used any div tag. So now what I'll do, I'll go back to the program and let me refresh this. Okay. And let me refresh this. Can you see that? How is the output getting displayed? Ma'am, everything is getting displayed, ma'am. But it's not in the format of group. It's not in the form. See, everything is getting displayed, but is it in the form of group? No, no. So now let me use another one tag called as div tag. So now after this, let me take one tag that is the div tag. Let me remove this. After this, let me mention the div tag. Okay, I'll save this first. Now you people tell me what's the difference. What's the difference, guys? What's the difference? What's the difference? There is a difference. If you people observe it very carefully. People observe it very carefully. The first one and the second one. Observe very, very carefully. It is very slight. Not heading that. Just observe. It is very, very minute thing which you have to observe. Huh? Space between the paragraphs? Yes or no? And don't you think this is itself getting displayed as a group? Just you observe this one. This is normally getting typed. But here, don't you think that you have more space? And it is in a proper manner here. Now, for the same thing, again, I will be using, guys, if you really observe properly, Okay, wait. Now, for this one also, I will be using, let me take it as heading 3. And here also, let me consider div tag. Guys, don't you think that it is getting displayed in the form of groups here? Yes or no? The only slight change is you have more number of spaces compared to the thing which you type normally in the paragraph. That one, maybe it's not visible here, but in your laptops it will be clear. Done? Yes or no? Online students, yes or no? My dear online students. Online students. So now guys, here I'll do one thing. I'll go here and I'll inspect. Are you people aware of this? So now, ma'am, where is the div tag? Some people may be thinking that, ma'am, I did not see any difference, ma'am. I did not see any difference, ma'am. But if you people observe here, see the same program. What I did, I just went here and I just something called as inspector. And now, if you people observe here, can you see here? Can you see? There are two div tags created. And if you click here also, two div tags are created. Yes or no? So now just see here. One second, let me. So now when I select this one, okay, not this one. When I just select div, the first div I have selected. See here, you have the first div. You couldn't get to know any difference here. But I said that, ma'am, I said that the space are there, something and all, okay. And then, but if you observe here, when I just hover over this, and I also said that your div tag is used to group elements. Yes or no? I have just selected this div tag, the first div tag. Which one is it selecting? The first group. Yes or no? Now, again, I will click on the second div tag. Which one is getting selected? The second one. Yes or no? That is the use of div tag. When you inspect it, you'll get to know how many div tags are. Clear with this? Clear with div and span tag? My dear students. Yes, online students, clear? Online students. Okay. Clear with this topic? Yes or no? So now, let me give one very small task. Small task. The task is, you people got to know about div and span tag. Yes or no? Use the same div and span tag for your food items page you had done. Did it no? Yes or no? Yes or no? So what you people used to do, when I used to click on one link, it used to take me to another page. Yes or no? But don't add link there. Make that as hyperlink. But for that one, you attach one document. For that one, you attach one document, and a new document, it has to be displayed in that. By using span tag and div tag, you have to use it. Can you do it? You didn't understand? Okay. See, consider that this is your food items page. Okay. Consider that this is your food items page. So now what you people used to do, you people had given some picture and some link here. Yes or no? So when you click on this link, don't add link there. Put one document there. Put one document there. Okay. So now, okay, you add one document. But the thing is, consider that you have something called a status. Okay. You have something called a status. Okay. So now what I want to do is, my requirement is, I want to change the color of each letter in this. I want to change the color. You have this word here, status. Before I was changing one part of content. Now I want to change the color of each letter in this. Here. Can you do it? Can you do it? And after that, yeah, just do with span tag. Div tag, it will not be visible. Okay, clear till here? My requirement is, I want to change the color of each letter of that word. Can you change? Can you change? Do it. Online students, clear? My dear online students, are you people clear? Guys, it is a very simple requirement. I just want to change the color of each letter. That's all. Not word. I want to change the color of each letter. ಯಾವ ಕಲರ? Whichever color you want, you take. But give different colors. ಕಲರು ಹೇಳಾ? ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಯಾವನೋ ಅವ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Guys, it will hardly take 1 minute. If you people observe this Google page, guys, 1 second. If you people observe this Google page, when you type www.google.com, Vivek, when you people see this Google page, you people see that Google, and each color, each letter is in different colors. There they are using span type. Got to know how to change? Yes or no? Yes or no? Who got, who didn't get? Laughing ladies are discussing today. They have become discussing ladies. Vivek laptop illi? Illi. On laptop illi. Huh? Ibru same. Mic teg matadಬೇಕು. Done? ಅಮ್ಮ laughing ladies. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು 4 ಜನ some series you had. I don't know. 4 more shots ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿತ್ತು. Guys, is it so much difficult that you people are doing it? You know, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೊಡಬಾ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? Is it so big? My brain is not working, man. First of all, brain will be always in blank mode. What's your name? Huh? My dear last bench, last row students, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೋನು ಕೂಡ process, in process. Process ಆ progress ಆ? ಯಾವ ರೈಸು ಇಲ್ಲ. Online students, alive? Online students, Teju? Yeah, they all are alive. Ra? Different color. My dear ladies, twin ladies, what are you doing? What are you doing, Akka? Wow. Brightness ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಒಂದ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಒಂದ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲೋನ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಟೇಕ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಿದೆ ಹೆಸರು ಹೆಸರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಣೋ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಓಕೆನಾ? ಗುಡ್ ತೇಜು. ಇದೊಂಚೂರು ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು ಲೈನ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್. ಇವಾಗ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಕಲರ್ some color content again. R E Project. Okay, done? Done, guys? Okay. Let me go with the next topic. The next topic is introduction to selectors. Introduction to selectors. Mama. Oh, yeah, sure. Very good, Charan. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಪಾಪ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮರಿ ಹಾಲು ಕುಡ್ಸೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ okay. So now next one that is called as introduction to selectors. Next one you have something called as introduction to selectors. Take down the definition for selectors. Take down the definition for selectors. It allows us to target. It allows us to target one specific element. It allows us to target one specific element or group of element. It allows us to target one specific element or group of elements. So what do you mean by it allows us to target one specific elements or group of elements? One specific element, you people have already seen it. Yes or no? Have you seen or have you not seen? Yes, seen. It can target one element or more than one element. Okay. So now take down the next topic as, so in that one only you take it as, yes, Darshan, correct. That one only you take it as types of selectors. Types of selectors. The first type is called as ID selector. The first type of selector is called as ID selector. The second one is called as, okay, let me start with ID selector. The first one is called as ID selector. Okay. So now let me consider your HTML code structure. That is nothing but doc type, doc type, HTML, and then HTML. Then consider the head tag, and inside this head tag, let me mention the title tag, and let me take the title as selectors, and let me close the title tag. And after this, let me take the style tag here. Let me take the style tag, and now let me consider the body tag. And now let me consider the body tag, and inside this body tag, I have one tag that is called as paragraph tag. And inside this paragraph tag, let me mention some content called as main content. And then let me close this paragraph tag. Okay. I have considered one paragraph inside the body tag. Next one, I will consider one more paragraph tag. Let me consider one more paragraph tag, and I will say here, this is sub-content. I have two paragraphs tag. That is, one content I have set it as main content. Another one I have set it as sub-content. Clear till here? Clear till here? Now let me close this body tag. Now let me close this body tag, and let me close this HTML. Clear? So now my requirement is, I want to change the color of the paragraph. I want to change the color of the paragraph. Ma'am, very simple, ma'am. I will use internal CSS, and what I'll do here, I will use internal CSS, and what I'll do here, I will say P color, and I will say, ma'am, very simple, ma'am. Then what is ID selector? Sorry, the first one is ID selector, no? Now, please keep one thing in mind. ID selector, you will be representing. See, now and on, you people were just, if I wanted to mention some, if I wanted to change the paragraph, I was just using the P content. Yes or no? Any tag, the element name. Yes or no? But for ID selector, you will be representing in the form of hashtag. You have to use this symbol first. Then only you have to give the content and the property. You have to use this. The representation is from hashtag. You have to give some content. You have to select one element. Then you have to give some property. Yes. Clear till here? Okay, man. Now what you want to do? Now, my requirement is, I just want to change the paragraph color of this main content. I have two paragraphs here. One is main content, one is sub-content. Now my requirement is, I just want to change the color of the main content. So now, how to change the color? How to change the color? Yeah, you can use inline CSS, but now I am using something called as ID selector. So now, what I want to change? I want to change the color of main content here. Yes or no? So now, here, before that, I have to mention in these two, which is the ID selector. So now, I have to take something called as, I have to mention something called as ID is equals to main. I will be writing like this. Ma'am, why are you writing like this? Can anyone say? Can anyone say? I have two paragraphs here. Yes or no? If I alone give hashtag, if I alone give hashtag P, if I alone give hashtag P and I will say color and I will change it to blue color, then what will happen? You will get an error. You will get an error here. But I'm telling that I want to change the main content. Yes or no? And for that main content, I am using one selector called as ID selector, and I am giving some name to that. I am giving some name to that. Now, the representation is this hash symbol. Yes or no? Now, which content I want to change here? Which content I want to change here? I want to change the main content. Yes or no? You have represented by using ID selector for the first paragraph. You have said ID is equals to main. Yes or no? So now here, what is my name for that? For ID, what is the value I have given? Main. Yes or no? I will be writing main. What tag it is? For which one I am trying to change? For paragraph tag. So I will be writing P and then, sorry, I will be writing this P and then I will say color and I will say blue. That's all. What I did here, guys, it is nothing but if suppose you want to use ID selector, you will be representing it in the form of hashtag. Now consider that you have 10. Okay, ma'am, in this 2, you have written main content, sub content. I will get to know that this is the main content, but how will your computer know which is the main content here? How will your program know in these 2 paragraphs which is the main content? See, you people don't say that, ma'am, just because you have passed the content as main content, that will become the main content. No. Okay, if I write like this, content and content. I want to change the first content color. I want to change the first content color. Then what I will do? I can't alone write no hashtag P color blue. I cannot do that. If I write like that, these 2 will get changed. These 2 will get changed. But my requirement is I want to change only the first one. So only inside that paragraph, I am using ID selector and I am giving some name to it. So there is a differentiation from this first paragraph and second paragraph. I said I want to change the first paragraph. For that first paragraph only, I have used ID selector and I have given some value to it, or not value, I have given some name to it. So now my computer will, or my program will get to know in these 2 paragraphs for these 2 paragraphs, whichever ID I have mentioned, wherever I have used the ID selector for that paragraph, the same thing I have written. ID name, what is my ID name? Main. For that same paragraph I am using. Color I have to change. The color gets changed. Yes or no? This is when you will be using ID selector. This is when you will be using ID selector. It's okay, Darshan. Okay, clear? Why am I mentioning that ID selector in that first paragraph? Okay, consider I have 30 paragraphs. Consider I have the same thing, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, till paragraph 30 I have. I want to change the paragraph color of 6th paragraph. Okay, I want to change the color of 6th paragraph. I know by counting, I will say, okay, man, this is the 6th paragraph. But how will your code know which is the 6th paragraph? Then you will be using one special selector that is nothing but ID selector, and you will give some name only for that paragraph. Wherever you have used ID selector, only that one will get changed to whichever property or property name or property value you people have. Clear? Clear? But when you use ID selector, when you use this name, ID is equals to main, inside the style tag, mention with the representation hash. Clear? Done? Online students, clear? Online students? My dear online students, clear? Everyone? Everyone? Yes, okay. You got to know with class select, see, ID selector. Yes. Next one, take down. The second type of selector is called as class selector. Class alla, class. CLASS. Class selector. Done? So now, let me consider the same thing. Let me consider the same thing. And now, let me mention another one tag here, that is your H3 tag. H3 tag, and I will take, say this, heading of main content. Again, I will consider one more H3 tag, and I will say heading of sub content. Okay, clear? So now this is one, yes or no? And this is another one. Yes. And I have added extra something called as heading of sub content, heading of main content. Okay. Now I just want to change the first heading tag. Okay, forget about first one. I want to change just the second heading tag. Which selector am I using? Class selector. I want to change the color of this heading. I want to give the background color for this one, for this heading tag. I want to give the background color. See, you have two heading tags. You have two heading tags. Okay. You have two heading tags, but I want to add some properties to the second heading tag. You can use ID also. But now, since I'm going to the next selector, that is your class selector. Okay. So now my requirement is for this heading tag, I want to change the color. I want to change the background color, and I want to change the style of this content. Style means what? The handwriting I have to change. This. What and all I have to do? I have to change the color, the background color, and the style of that content. Ma'am, how to do that? Alone, if you give again, see, and for class selector, for ID selector, you will be representing it in the form of hash. For class selector, you will be representing in the form of dot. Your class selector will always be represented in the form of dot. Clear? Clear, guys? Now what I will do here, I want to change the second heading content. So what I will do here? So here also I am using class selector. So what I'll do? H3, I will say class. Class is equals to, and I will give some name to it called as heading style. And I will close this. I will give some class to it saying H3 class is equals to, I have given some name, I have passed some content, and I have closed the heading tag. Yes, clear till here? Now what I will do? What is the name I have given here? I have given it as heading. Style. Yes or no? For this one, what I said, I want to change the color. Yes or no? So I will say color, and let me take it as blue. I want to change the background color. Let me give it as pink. Okay. I want to change the font style, but you will not be using font style. You will be using something called as font family. We'll see it. We'll see how it works. Yes or no? How your output will be displayed, I'll tell you. Okay. Now, how my output will be there? These all properties will be applied to only this second one, not to the first one. Why it will not be applied to the first one? Because I have not used any class selector inside the heading tag. Yes, clear? Done? You're writing this, sir? Sorry. Clear now? ಏನಾಯ್ತು AC ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾನು ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ 16 ಗಿಡ್ಲಾ ಕಡಿಮೆನಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನಾ AC ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಸಾಕಾ ಆಫ್ ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ ಆಫೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡನ್ shall I clear this any doubt Pinky doubt any doubt ma head after style tag close the style tag after style tag close the head tag I will clear this yes Vivek clear madla ನಿನ್ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋನ ಹೆಸರೇನು what's your name ರಾ ದುಷ್ಯಂತ್ ಪಕ್ಕ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋತೀನಿ shall I so now let me consider the file name as ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಬಂತಾ so let me take this as selectors okay so now inside this body tag I said the very first type of selector that is your what so now let me take this as content okay now let me take the same paragraph okay so now here you have one paragraph and you have another paragraph here yes or no so now I am saying that I want to change the color of the first paragraph so here by using id selectors I will be using id yes or no and inside this id I will give something called as main I will be using something called as main okay I'll save this okay now after this title tag let me take your style tag okay so now by using id selector how do you represent the id selector hashtag yes what is the name I have passed here main yes then paragraph yes I want to change the color so I will say color I will give save this go here hey what happened 1 second. Hey, 1 second, ma. Oh, yeah. Guys, don't mention that P tag there. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, clear? Yes, I'm sorry. There, I mentioned the P tag. Don't mention the P tag. Why you're not mentioning the P tag? Because you have already given ID is equals to main, no? So no need of giving that one. Okay, clear? That is by using ID selectors. Clear? Next one, let me use something called as class selectors. Here, I will use the tag called as H3 and I will say heading of main content. And the same thing, I'll copy this and I'll paste this and I will say heading of sub content. I'll save this. Now just see how will I get it. I'm getting it like this. Now I just want to change the color of the second one. Yes. So now what I will do here, I'll go here and inside this H3 tag, I will give something called as class. Yes. And I'll give it as heading styles. Okay. I'll save this. Now what I have to do, I have inside the style tag, I have finished with ID selector. I have to use class selector. So dot, and I will be using it as heading styles. Yes, yes or no? Now what I want to do, here, I want to change the color. Let me give it as blue violet. Let me first see whether it's working. Yeah. And now after this, I want to give the background color to this. Yes or no? So let me give the background color as aqua. And then I have to give what? I have to change the style of it. So I will say font, family, and I will use some of this. Okay. Done. Save this. Go back. Refresh. Guys, what is happening here? Guys, what is happening? Is the style got changed? Color got changed? Background color got changed? For only which content? For my second heading content, it is getting changed. Yes, done. Clear till here? Any doubts? Can I add border to this? Can I add border to this? Yes or no? How to add? So I will use border and I will say 2 pixels. Then I will say solid and let me take the color as, okay, done. But before this, let me give the width to this. Why it got changed? Why it got changed to heading of sub-content? Why it got changed? See, it was displaying it in a straight manner. Why it got changed? Because I've given the width size is less. Okay. So now, if you people clearly observe, I have got the border also. The background color is changed. The color is changed. The font style is also changed. Yes or no? Clear? So what are the 2 types of selectors you learned today? ID selector and class selector. How do you represent this ID selector? Hashtag. Class selector dot. Okay. Shall I move with the next one? Yes or no? Taka. Next one, you have something called as element selector. Next one, you have something called as element selector. So now, after this paragraph, let me consider one more element as pre-tag. What is pre-tag? What is pre-tag? Pre-formatted tag. Yes or no? I'll save this. I'll go back here. I'll refresh. What is happening here? I am getting that pre-formatted tag. Yes or no? Now, for this one, I want to change the color. For this, I want to change the color. So, how will I change the color? Nothing but your external internal CSS. Okay, so I'll go to the style tag. Which is the tag here? Sorry, for which one I want to change? Which element? Pre? Yes or no? For this one, let me give just the border. Okay. Border, I will give 2 pixels. I will give solid. Save this. Go back and refresh. Yeah. Can you see here? Guys, can you see? Yes, I have just changed the border. That's all. Yes. Now here, what am I doing here? There is no representation for element selector. There is no representation for element selector, but instead, you just have to give the name of that element. You just have to give the name of that element and just give the property whichever you want to pass. Here, done? Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts? Shall I wind up? Yes or no? Who now? Who now? Okay, let me take another one selector. Another one selector. Next one. After element, the last one. Okay. After this element selector, let me consider another one tag, that is your H2 tag, and I will give it as heading 2. Okay, I'll save this. Now, guys, observe here. My requirement is I want to change these 2 colors. Sorry, for these pre-tag and for this H2 tag, I want to change the color for this. Only one color, that is red. For those 2 tags, I want to change the color. I want to change the color by using what selector? What selector? What is the next type of selector? The next type of selector is called as group selector. The next type of selector is called as group selector. So my requirement is for this both pre-tag and H2 tag, I want to change the color. For those both tags, I want to give only one color. So then I will be using group selector. So I will be using, what is the tag? Which tags I want to change here? Pre-tag and H2 tag. So now I will be writing pre, comma, H2. Pre, comma, H2. Those are the 2 tags I want to change the color. Then I will be just saying color to red. I'll save this. Go back. Yeah. Can you see here? Can you see, guys? Can you see? By using group selector. For group selector, you don't have representation. You have to take the first element name. You just have to separate it with a comma. Second element name and just pass the property name and property value. Clear? Clear? Done? So what are the different, what and all you learned today? Div tag, span tag, how to align the items to the center. Then draw. How many types of selectors you learned? 4 types. What are those 4 types? What are those 4 types? ID selector. How do you represent the ID selector? How do you represent ID selector? Hashtag. Class selector. Element selector. Element selector. Guys, element selector. How will you? Element selector. How will you select? Hey, pre-tag is not element selector, guys. I will just take the element name and give the property value and property name to that. Yes or no? That is what I said, no. For group selectors? For group selectors? Huh? For group selector, I will be just using the element name, but separate it with what? But just separate it with comma. Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? Element selector. Okay, Anu, wait. Guys, done scanning? Yes or no? Okay, 1 second. Anu, can you see the screen? Anu? Anu? Yeah. See, for this element selector, I have just taken one tag, that is your pre tag. I have just taken the pre tag and I have passed some content inside this saying that pre-formatted tag. Okay. So now for this element selector, you just have to select the element name. Means the tag name you have to select and you just have to give the property to that. That's all. Clear? Clear, Anu? Anu? Yes. Okay. Can you scroll a bit for style tag? Yeah. Done? Done scanning? Any doubts? Clear with today's class? Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Have a nice day. See you all tomorrow. You don't want to go? Okay, be here. He's running first. Go, go. Huh? ಅದೇ ಕಣೋ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅಯ್ಯೋ ವೇಟ್ 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 ಹಾ bye Teju, bye Darsh. Please share link. What link you want, Darshan? Darshan?
Yeah, I need attendance link.
Sorry?
Attendance link.
Attendance link. Guys, can
Sorry,
anyone
I'm using
share the
phone.
attendance link? Guys, can someone share the attendance link, please? Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you, Charan.